Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video here on iStarly TV. The Teal Mask DLC has been out now for a little bit, and we have some returning Pokemon, a lot of really cool, fun returning Pokemon, like Jangmo over here, and Volibeye over there, but we also have a few new Pokemon, such as Poltchageist, which is the cool, I guess I'm assuming it's kind of supposed to be based off like tea or matcha or something like that. And oops, wrong button. This video is going to show you how to evolve Poltchageist into Sinistcha, however you want to say it. So obviously Poltchageist is a cute new Pokemon. It's a ghost and grass type. It kind of looks like a little teapot or teacup or something like that. And obviously it is pretty reminiscent of the Pokemon Sinistcha, which is the little teacup from Galar. And it evolves in a very similar method, and also on top of that, there are a couple different forms of this Pokemon. So if you remember with Sinistcha and Poltchageist, there was the authentic form and I forgot what the other form was called. Was it Counterfeit or something like that? But basically one of those two forms, the authentic form, was extremely rare, and the only difference between the two was that there was like a little mark on the bottom of the Pokemon. So basically it was more for collectors. Like aesthetically, there was nothing different about it. It looked exactly the same, but if you kind of rotated your Pokemon or something like that, or if you saw it in the wild or something and you looked underneath it, I know that sounds weird, you would maybe notice a little tiny mark. So the more common form of Poltchageist in this game is the counterfeit form, and the way that you evolve the counterfeit form is with an item. So basically the point I'm getting at here is that Poltchageist, whichever form you have, evolves only with a specific item. So if you have the counterfeit form, which once again I believe is the most common form, you can only evolve it with the counterfeit teapot, I believe it's called. Let me go ahead and pull it up right here. And then if you have the Masterpiece form, which is kind of like the more authentic one, which again doesn't look much different except for a tiny little mark on the bottom of the Pokemon, that one will only evolve with the Masterpiece Teacup. So the way that you can tell which one you have is in the Pokédex, just like I showed you. When you go to your Pokédex screen, it will say which one it is, and you can also check probably on the summary screen as well. So yeah, that's how you're going to go ahead and find out which one you have. Maybe it doesn't say it here, but it does say so in the Pokédex for sure. And another way you can tell is if you have both of these items, you'll know which one you have because it'll only be able to evolve with the respective item. So I have the Counterfeit Poltchageist, and it only evolves with the Unremarkable Teacup. So I'm going to go ahead and evolve it right now because that's the point of this video. I will also briefly show where you can catch Poltchageist, and then of course I'm going to show where you can find these items. So it's a good idea to get both items just in case you encounter the rarer of the two. I've also heard talk online about people finding Sinistcha in raids, and it sounds like the Masterpiece form might be a little bit more common in raids. So if you want to hunt for raids for Sinistcha in raids, you might have a higher chance of getting the rarer version. And it has a unique move called Matcha Gotcha, which is obviously a really cool move name, really funny move name at that. And this is a cool Pokemon. I do like it, and I'm glad I just evolved it right now. So once again, let's go ahead and pull up the Pokédex again. Oops, well, I sent him out. I guess we might as well take a look at him. And if you look under, I know this is kind of weird to do, but there's nothing really there in the bottom part of the pot, if that makes sense, where his little feet are. And I do believe for the authentic form or the Masterpiece form, there will be like just a tiny little mark, which I know, again, it just doesn't really matter. Like in my opinion, I don't really care whether I get the authentic. Actually, you know what? It also might not have like the chip right there. Like the pot might not be chipped. So either way, it's the same exact Pokemon. It's just, you know, you can brag, you can have bragging rights and say that you got the rarer one if you want to hunt for the Masterpiece form. So let me go ahead and pull up Poltchageist's habitat here, and you'll notice that Poltchageist is found in the lower eastern section of the map. So basically in the southeastern section. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want to mark it on your map or go hunt it right there. And you can also find them in raids, like I said. So let's go ahead and show you where you can find the item. So the Unremarkable Teacup, the one that evolves the Counterfeit Poltchageist, and I think once again that's probably the more common one in the wild, is going to be found over here in basically the top left section of the map. And this is in the area called the Paradise Barrens. But from the starting area, you basically go as far to the top of the map as possible and then a little bit to the left, and it's this area over here. There is a flying spot that you can unlock. But basically, once you get to this area, you'll notice these kind of like, I guess, rock formations like this, and it's right in the middle. And basically from that area where this sign is, I think that's part of like the main quest for the DLC. This little cave over here is where you're going to want to go. You go in here and this will have the item, the Unremarkable Teacup, which obviously I've already picked up because I had it. So that's how you get the Unremarkable Teacup to evolve your Counterfeit Poltchageist into Sinistcha. That's a lot of words to say. And now I'll go ahead and show you how to get the, I think it's called the Masterpiece Teacup, right? I should know, I just looked at it. Oh, it lost my spot over here, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and show you where to find that if you have the rarer version and you want to evolve it. The Masterpiece Teacup, or the one that evolves the Masterpiece Poltchageist form, is going to be found in the northeastern corner of, or not corner, but the northeastern section of the map on Kitakami. So basically from the starting area, the starting area is over here, you kind of just go all the way up and then a little bit to the right. If you see these woods in the top right corner of the map, the Timeless Woods, the cave is located just kind of like at the bottom of those woods. So this is where you find the Masterpiece form. I believe this is the rarer form of Poltchageist, and so you're gonna have to duke it out with some Bisharps if you like, and you're just gonna come right here and you get the Masterpiece Teacup. So that's how you'll evolve your Poltchageist if it's the Masterpiece form. Alright, so that's how you find the items to evolve Poltchageist. It's also showing where to get Poltchageist, where to catch it for yourself. But like I said, I think I caught one in the wild, but I also found one in a raid. So there's a lot of options for it. So just go ahead and check all the raid dens. You can also do the trick moving the day forward. If you don't like the raid spawns that you get, you can, press the home button, go to your system settings, go to the system date and clock or whatever, and move the day forward by 1, and then go back into your game, and the raids should re-roll, so you can run around and check all the raid dens again and see if you get a Pokemon that you want. But anyways, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos if you enjoyed, and also let me know in the comments what you think of Matcha, or Poltchageist, basically. Do you like it better than Sinistcha, or worse? Let me know in the comments.